Damage to books can be caused by fire, water, chemicals, or smoke. Smoke damage is the most common cause of book decay and deterioration. The most common signs of smoke damage are dark-colored spots on the front and back covers, fading of text, and discoloration of page. Can you restore a book with fire damage? If your book was damaged or destroyed by fire, you can restore it with water. Make sure to use water only to clean up the book you are working on, not anything else. It is important to remember not to use more than is needed so that you don't cause any other damage, like crumbling the pages or damaging the cover. Remove smoke odor. The smell of smoke is one that everyone hates. It's the kind of smell that makes you want to open all your windows and doors. But it's not something that can be easily replaced. Luckily, there are some ways to get rid of the smell without replacing it with anything else. 1. Take a milk jug, spray bottle, or bowl and fill it with water. 2. Soak the book in the water for about 20 minutes. 3. Remove the book from the water and place it in a sunny spot for 20 minutes. 4. Remove the book from the sun, wrap it up in newspaper, toilet paper, and place it in a plastic bag. 5. Place the book in the freezer for 20 minutes. 6. Remove the book from the freezer and place it back where it is to be used, such as on a bookshelf. 7. If the book is still offensive after these steps, you can buy a new book for your collection. 8. The only way to truly remove the odor is to have it professionally cleaned by a professional book cleaning service. How to tell if a book has been damaged by smoke. In order to be able to tell if a book has been damaged by smoke, you need to look at the cover. If there is a discoloration on the cover, it means that the book has been exposed to smoke. If you're not sure if your book is damaged by fire, there are a few other ways to tell. If the pages are damp or wet, if the pages are stuck together, or if there is an odd smell coming from it. This could mean that moisture has seeped into the book. Smoke damages books. Certain instances detected by a few simple examples, which include the discovery of appended pages or a broken spine. Although this process is irreversible, it can be prevented or limited through an expert assessment of the proper materials and practices. Spectrometry. Various indicators, such as coal-blackened pages or scorched bookmarks, can indicate that large sections of the text illustrations have been affected. Smoke damages books. Certain instances detected by a few simple examples, which include the discovery of appended pages or a broken spine. Although this process is irreversible, it can be prevented or limited through an expert assessment of the proper materials and practices. Spectrometry. Various indicators, such as coal-blackened pages or scorched bookmarks, can indicate that large sections of the text lightly damaged books. The most basic way to detect smoke damage is by having the book air-washed with canned air or an air compressor. Another and more reliable way to detect smoke damage is the use of a handheld detector. Many smoke detectors use this technology. Another way is to hold your hand over the book for 5 minutes. If there are no fumes, the pages will not short-circuit the detector. Unfortunately, this technique is not as reliable as the other methods. If there was a fire, the smoke would have been sucked out of the building, and you may be able to detect it by using an